You are so silly. You're just a silly girl. Here. I can't believe you're eating already. Hello, good morning. Shh. Stop it. Stop. You want to eat, you go eat yourself. Stop it. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Marcy. You're chasing chicken. Marcy, Brylon Farm. Welcome. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I just made a mess. Why is this so tight? Oh, there. Okay. Hey, Devin. You're working, Devin? Well, thank you for stopping by. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Daisy. She wants me to feed her. Shh. Happy Friday to you, too. Thank you. I might have to go inside because Daisy is wound up. I don't know what is up with you. Hi. 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 Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. I do have the tea here. Oh, I see pokes. Positive pokes. Shh. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm going to have to take her in. Hi, Richard. Sorry, everybody. That was Daisy. All right. Hi, Richard. How's it going, buddy? Hi, John. Friday, August 1st, John. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Marcy. Devin. Yes. Mint chocolate chip balls. How you doing, buddy? Shh. Stop it. No. I don't know why she wants me to feed her in the morning. Brylon Farm, yeah. I saw you over there, Richard. Yeah. Hello, John K. Hi. Hi, Mint Chocolate. Hi, Sonal. Sorry, it's a little confusing, guys. Good morning, Sonal. How are you, buddy? Devin says hi, Mint. Mint says hi, John. Daisy, no. Shh. I don't know what her problem is today. Mint says hi, Sonal. Good morning, Mint and Devin. Says Sonal. Devin, hey, Sonal. Mint, it's going. That's Daisy, yeah. What's here? Hey. Hi. Oh, I love you. Yeah, I love you. Shh. Stop it. Shh. Stop that. Stop it. What are you doing? Shh. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're so silly. Shh. I don't know what her problem is. She's crazy. I told you she's crazy. I know that tail wagging. She's nuts. You're crazy. I can pick her up. Hi, Tool Man. Tool Man, how's it going? I know. She wags her tail like that. She's crazy. She's crazy today. Happy Friday, everybody. Mint says, hey, Tool Man, so does Sono. Hey, Tool Man. Is your name Tim by any chance? Tim the Tool Man? It's going good. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, you settled down now? Are you okay now? Daisy, stop. Come on. Come on. No, you're going in. We're going in. Sorry, guys. I got to move inside because she's just really, really wound up, and I can't have her barking like that. Not at 8 o'clock. She's still wound up. What is your problem today? Oh, my goodness. It's all because of her food. She wants to eat, and she wants me to hand feed her, and I won't. I mean, I do, but I just won't right now. That's all. And that's why you're so spoiled. Yeah, you. Come on, we're gonna go inside. Let's go. You want your food? You can have it. All right, here we go. Sorry about everything, guys. Daisy is not cooperating. Okay. I see ya. I see you. You want to come sit with me? Yeah. you can you can bark in the house. I don't care. All right, we're back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about all that, guys. Hello, Michael. How you doing, Michael? Happy Friday, everybody. Mince refueling. Okay. Okay. I'm not hand feeding her. No, my husband does that. I mean, I do it once in a while, but I don't. She's got to learn to just eat by herself. Hi, Raymond. Hey, Barlawn Farm. Daisy. Shh. What is your issue? Come here. You're so funny. I know. See, she comes and she barks and tells me, feed me. And then she goes and she eats by herself. Hi, Tiny K. Good afternoon. What, Michael? Barlawn Farm. Hi, Tool Man. Sola, my dog, always does it. And I said, no, right? I know. Okay, nobody wants to hear you barking though. What? I'm not feeding you. I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not. I'll put it right there. See, now she eats. Then she'll come over and she'll bark for 20 minutes. Then she'll go eat some more. Red card for Daisy. That's right. Uh, all right. Anyways, happy Friday, everybody. Guess what? It's August 1st. August 1st. Friday, August 1st. Okay, you need to stop doing that. We're not doing that. No, no, we're not. Daisy, I mean it, Daisy. No, no. See, then you got to pet her, and then she'll go eat some more. She's so weird. She is so weird. Hi, phony. Hi, Daisy. No, I know you're so cute. I know you are. I know. I know you are. Stop it. No, we're not doing that. No, I know. I love you too. Sorry, everybody. Hi, phony. Joni phony. Hello. I'm so sorry. Daisy's having a little bit of a day. Hi, Share Bear. Share Bear Shiver says, hi, everybody. Hi, Share Bear. Hi, Tiny. Hi, Richard. Her food is right here. She can eat it herself. Barry, Barry. Hey, Barry. She thinks I'm cute. No, no, we're not doing that, Daisy. No, no. I love you too, but I'm not doing it. Your father has you so spoiled. You can feed yourself, just like every other dog in the world does. No. No. Okay. Let's hope that's over. Good morning, Darren. Hi, Michael. Barry, Barry, how you doing? Nice walk this morning, Barry. A little bit. Yeah, she is. She's crazy. Excuse me. And I feel a sore throat coming on. That's not good. Hi, Paranormal Walks. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, folks, getting a drink of water. Ava. Hi, Ava. I got a break. Your kids are sleeping. Oh, if your kids are sleeping, you should just chill, right? Hi, Ava. Hot water with salt. Well, I have hot water with tea. I have tea. Thank you, phony Joni. Joni phony. Johnny phony. How would you say your name? Joni phony? I sono. Everybody says hello. Ava spelled backwards is Ava. That's right, Barry. Barry. Correct mundo. Ava spelled backwards is Ava. So happy Friday, folks. First of all, it's August 1st. Okay. Can you believe that? Okay, August 1st. Also, it's Friday. So anybody have any plans this weekend? Like anybody doing anything fun? Anybody going on vacation? Hmm. Anybody? Yeah, you're saying it right. And also, oh, good. Joni Phony. Gotcha. Mr. Carey. Hello, Mr. Carey. Welcome. Mr. Carey. Someone says hi. Kumari. Kumari, did I miss you? Oh, no. Hold on. Stop the presses. Did I miss Kumari somewhere? I don't know if I did or not. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kumari. Sun and Fun. Bob backwards is Bob. There you go, Sun and Fun. I'll pin you right up too. Welcome. Hello, Kumari. Hey, meet the staffies. Hey, Peter. Peter says, "Hey, Daisy," and everyone. Peter, Buzz and Bolt. I was just watching your shorts about how you did your started your channel. Cool. Wow. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. My 3-month-old is sick, though. He might wake up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ava. Paranormal walks. Brylon Farms doing Starbucks. Awesome. That's on Saturday. Yep. Starbucks. Mr. Carey. Meet the staffies. Everybody knows Peter, Buzz, and Bolt. Welcome, boys. Kumari. Kumari, Kumari, Kumari. Michael, I'm bringing my boat to Florida. There you go. There are lots of boats down here. Someone says, "Oh, Mr. Carey." He says, "Hi back, Tiny." I have hot tea right here. Yeah. Yes. Prayers for your baby, Ava. I love that, Barry. Hi, Tiny. Joni Phony, that boat looks expensive. Yeah, I'll bet it is. I don't know. It's my neighbors across the water. Not only is the boat expensive, the house is $2 million. That house is $2 million, not just the boat. Yeah. Mint, I'm waiting to go to make some money from Adidas skateboarding. Open up new skate plaza. Hosting an event for cash and tricks. Oh, cool. Oh, cool, Richard. Good luck, man. That's awesome. Mom spelled backwards is mom. That's right, Sonal. Mom spelled backwards is mom. Yo Banana Boy spelled backwards is Yo Banana Boy. Get out, really? It is. Yo Banana Boy spelled backwards. I love it. Prayers for Ava. Thank you, Sonal. The audio sounds a bit distorted. Oh, no. Do I have the wrong mic? I might have the wrong mic. Thank you, Peter. Let me see what I can do. Ava says it's 5:17 right now for me, so let's hope the kids stay asleep. All right. Hey, Mary. Mary says, "Good morning, Daisy." Hello, Mary. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Sono says, "Hello, meet the staffies," and Anna spelled backwards is Anna. Howdy, Daisy. Mr. Carey. Hello, Mr. Carey. Is it any better? Peter, is it any better? They're snuggling. Aw. Mint says it opens tomorrow. I can't wait, to be honest. We had one last year and I had a boot on. So, oh, no. Oh, good, Richard. I hope you have so much fun. Mary says, "I'm doing okay. Daisy, how about you?" I'm good, Mary. Thank you. Brylon Farm, any plans? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. It's supposed to be super duper hot here this weekend. Heat index into the 110 range. So I'm really not sure. Mint says, "Good morning, Mary." Mary says, "Good morning, Chad. Happy Friday." Tiny, why are we spelling everyone's names backwards? It's just a little thing we do. Yeah, 110. Yeah. The temperature's only supposed to be like, I don't know, 96 or 97 or something, but the heat index is supposed to be 110. Yeah. Hey, Jim Dandy, how are you? Welcome, Jim Dandy. He says, "Hello, Daisy, and all the good folks in chat." A lot of good folks. All good folks. Well, happy Friday. Mary says, "Good morning, mint chocolate chip balls." Mint chocolate chip balls. Richard, did I ever ask you how you came up with your name? Tiny says, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon, Tiny. Is the sound any better, you guys? Lana, but I'm not spelling that backwards, Daisy. All right, Lana. Lana. Hi, Michael. It's a little better. Hmm. It sounds better? Okay. I think sometimes I don't talk into the microphone. I think sometimes it trails down or something. Mr. Carey. Sonal, you working today? Ava, it's probably a bad idea because my 3-month-old is sick. Hmm. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm very congested. I almost feel like I'm starting to get a sore throat. A bit of static at the end of your words. Oh, it's probably me then. Last day of work for Sonal. Awesome. Thank you, Stacy. Yep, then Sonal has the weekend. The weekend. I wonder if I use my headphones, if that would the sound would be better. Richard, drink more tea? Okay. Thank you. I will, Peter. My tea's right here, actually. I'm going to drink it right now. Let's hope it's nothing. I hope it's just nothing. You watched the Santa races this morning? Uh, that was so fun. That was so fun last night. I honestly. So, Richard, you were stoned and eating scoops of mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I went with it. I love it. You're hilarious. Hi, Breeze. Hey, Breeze. Breeze says it sounds good. Okay, thank you, Breeze. How's Breeze doing? My girl Breeze, good to see you. Mr. Carey says you sound like a 1-900 operator. You sound professional, like a news reporter. Except they don't cough every 5 minutes, right? Right, Brylon Farm, Mint's hilarious. Share Bear, she says, Mr. Carey and Breeze, good morning. Mint says, hi, Breeze. Share Bear says, good morning, Jim Dandy. Breeze says, I'm still lying in bed. You lucky girl. Nice. Share Bear says, good morning to the staffies. Mr. Carey says, hey, Share Bear. Sonal, hello, Breeze. Mr. Carey, right on. Share Bear says, good morning, Ava. Brylon Farm, hello, Share Bear. Mint chocolate, it's true, Brylon. uh, Mr. Carey says, hey, Breeze, how's it going? How's it going? I am enjoying this cup of tea with you guys. Mint chocolate chip says, good morning to meet the staffies. Peter, meet the staffies. I'm trying to remember when my channel and your channel found each other's channels. It was way back. I'm trying to think, like we only had like a few hundred subscribers. If I remember right. I think we were almost about the same subscriber wise. And I mean, now you have what, 16,000? That's awesome. But I knew you way back when, Peter. Matter of fact, I knew you when you were called Buzz and Bolt. Uh, oh, I'm glad our channels found each other's channels again. That's great because you guys are awesome. That is Meet the Staffies, everybody. Meet the Staffies says, hi, Shibber. Anybody I missed? Sonal says, Mint, but seems confusing. Wouldn't you melt for the ladies? Mint says, you got to admit, when you see my name, you can't resist the urge to want a bite of you. Exactly. Yes, exactly, Richard. I found your channel, Peter. Yep. Yay. Yep. Mr. Carey says 3.81. Oh, awesome. Yay. Meet the staff. He's about 500 or 600 subs. Okay, 500 or 600. Yeah. Yeah. It was a long time ago. I mean, not in YouTube land, but it was, way back at the beginning. That's so crazy. Yay. Bree says, hello, everyone. Just listening to go to sleep. Fifth 12 hour and can't sleep. Oh, girl. All right. I'll try to be cool and quiet. Sorry, Breeze. I hope you get some sleep. Sabine. Hello, Sabine. Sabine says hello, Daisy and Chad. Hello, Sabine. How are ya? Sabine is over in Switzerland, everybody. Min says hi to her. Brylon Farms says, wait, meet the Staffies says nuts and bolts. No, Buzz and Bolt. Buzz. B-U-Z-Z. Buzz. Mr. Carey says, I'm not going to jail for biting mint. Sabine says, hey, Richard. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you too, Sabine. Actually, Sabine, for you, it's afternoon, right? Good afternoon. No quiet. I need you talking. Okay. Someone says, good morning, Sabine. Meet the Staffies says nuts and bolts. LOL. Meet the Staffies. Yeah. Wow. Positive Pokes. Oh my goodness, Positive Pokes. How you doing, my friend? Welcome, Josh Allen, everybody. How you doing, Positive Pokes? Someone else says, Hector, come in here. We need your jokes. Mr. Carey says, what's up, Positive Pokes? Min says, Mr. Carey, I'm like a Pringle. Once you pop the lid, you can't stop biting me. Someone says, hello, Pokes. Sabine says, good morning to Sonal. Positive Pokes says, it's beautiful. 75 degrees there. Nice. 75. We have 82. 75 is nice. Mint says, good morning, Positive Pokes. Mr. Carey says, LOL, Mint. Positive Pokes says the fun doesn't stop. It doesn't. It just keeps on going. Jim Dandy is at the Dog Staffy Bull Terriers. Peter might want to respond to that one. I know when I found Peter again as Meet the Staffies, Bolt's a lot bigger than the last time I remember. He's getting bigger. You have 10 Celsius? Ooh. Is that like 30? Oh, thank you for dropping links. Richard, thank you so much, my friend. If anybody wants to make connections, there are some links for you guys to do it with. I did win the Daisy May Scrabble self-appointed championship. Didn't get one. Congratulations. I told you congratulations, Positive Pokes. Thank you, Mint. Mr. Carey says, Mom, Mint, thank you. Yeah. It's all good, Mint says. Buzz, an English Staffy, and Bolt, a Staffy cross Ridgeback. Yes, I always remember you said Ridgeback. Yep. And you would say about the ridge on his back. I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah. You can see the ridge on the back once you really like focus. Yeah. ShareBear's using emojis. Thank you, ShareBear. Positive Pokes, I'm going to do this one more time. Meet the Staffy says, hey, Sabine. So, dropping links. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Thank you. Positive Pokes, you want to see the tea? Hold on. It's right here. We had to go inside. Because Daisy was being bad. But maybe we could come back outside. I think we could come back outside. Daisy has since stopped being rambunctious. Come here, honey. Come here. Okay? I'm going to go back outside, okay? All right, let's try this, guys. Come on, let's go. She has settled down, thankfully. Okay. Hi, Norma. All right, let's try this. Okay. Sometimes I feel there's a replay. Hi, Sabine. Hi, Brylon Farm. Hi, Norma. How are ya? She says, good morning, friends. Hi, Hyper Boys. Hyper Boys, welcome. Welcome, everybody. We don't know what's real or not if we don't see the T. Cheers to you. Positive pokes. You're so fun. Hi, Hyper Boys. Welcome. Norma, how are you today? Happy Friday. Min says, hi, Norma. Brylan Farm says, hi, Tiny, and thanks. Sabine says, hello, Norma. Positive pokes. You got it, buddy. Min says, hi, Hyper Boys. Positive. Little Daisy, behave. Sheriff will put you in the naughty corner, right? She was wound up. Hey, Pillsbury Yurda. Hi, Addison. Aw, Addison, good to see you, bud. How are you doing? Solo says, hello, Hyper Boys. Mr. Carey says, what's up, Pillsbury Addison? Positive Poke says, poor Daisy. Norma, Raymond. Thank you, Miss Daisy, for coming to my live yesterday. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Norma. Thank you. Thanks for having me, Norma. Min says, good morning, Pillsbury. Sonal says, hello, Addison. Addison says, hey, Carrie. Hey, Pokers. Hey, Sonal. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Addison says, I'm good. How about you? I'm also good, Addison. Thank you for asking. I hear a plane. Happy Friday, everybody. All right, there we go. Hi, Ted. Just waiting on the rapture. Yeah. Happy Friday, Ted Anderson. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. We are here in Florida, everybody. This is Florida. Sabine says, thank you, Mint Chocolate, for dropping my link. I couldn't scroll up. Now I can. And go out and come back in. Okay, Sabine. Thank you, Sabine. Mint says, hi, Ted. Hi, Ted. Welcome, everybody, to tea time. Welcome to tea time. Welcome to tea time. Yeah, it really is tea time. Mint says, you're welcome, Sabine. She says, we have a bit of trouble today with our internet. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sabine. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Ted, I'm doing the coffee in Central Sweden. Oh, how wonderful. Ted, look out your window and tell me what you see. Ted Anderson from Sweden. Look out your window. Tell me what you see. What do you see? Describe it to me. And enjoy your coffee as well. Meet the staff. He says English breakfast, Earl Grey tea, or green. I have green tea. It's green. Sherber says, hi, Sabine. Ted Anderson, Pillsbury, and Positive Pokes. Hello. Positive Pokes says Sweden. Yeah, Sweden. Forest from a big from a log cabin. Really? Oh, that sounds beautiful. Ted Anderson says, forest from a log cabin. Now that sounds beautiful. Min says you got 4 subs now, Ted. There you go, Ted. You made some new friends. Got some new friends. Gage. Hi, Gage. Gage says, hi, I'm sailing away. Welcome, Gage, welcome. Positive Pokes. Oh, you didn't ask. Oh, no, what didn't I ask? How you doing, Pokes? Deborah, nice boats. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Well, thank you so much. They're not my boats, but thank you. Positive Pokes. Look out your window and tell me what you see. Positive Pokes. Tell me what, describe it. Min says, all I see is rooftops and chimney posts. It's not a good view for me. Poke says, I did feed the deer, though. You did, Positive Pokes? Pillsbury says, hey, Share Bear. Deborah says, good morning here. Good morning, Deborah. Where's here at? Where are you calling home today, Deborah? Min says, hi, Gage. Positive Poke says, the sun is just blinding me. Blinded by the light. Min says, hello, Deborah. Meet the Staffy says, I thought I saw Daisy on the boat. Positive Poke says, you've seen my backyard. True. True. Deborah says, hi, everybody. Hello, Deborah. Gage says, hey, Gage, how's it going? Sabine says, I look out the window over here and I see bad weather. Bad weather. Like stormy or rainy? Positive Poke says, aye, Captain. One heck of a storm. Deborah says it's in the 80s here. Nice, Deborah, that's awesome. We also have, we have 83 right now. '83. We have 83. Sabine says, sun is out a bit, but it looks like the rain will kick in again. Positive Poke says, one time it stormed real bad. Thought the power was out, but it was the electric company playing jokes. That's not good. Gage says, we all have weather. True, we do. Sabine says, we have rain on and off, so it's depressing lately. Oh, sorry, Sabine. Hi, Steven. Steven's here. Everybody say hi to Steven. Happy Friday. He says, happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday to you too, Steven. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Min says, I'm your 37 sub, Deborah. You're almost able to go live if you intend to. There you go. Woohoo. Sabine says, yes, Gage, that is true. Legendary Princess. Hey, girl. She says, good morning, my beautiful people. Have a great, wonderful day. Thank you, Princess. So kind of you. Legendary Princess, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good day, too. A wonderful day. Min says, hi, Phoenix. Oh, that's not the right Phoenix. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you used to call her. Okay, never mind. Scratch my last comment, as I misspoke. Shiver says, hi, Princess. Princess, hey, Mint. Mint says, I'm your first Sunny Gage. Let's get you more. Your first subby. There you go, Mint. Sabine says, oh, yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Meet the Staffy says, hi, Steven. Hey, Steven. Welcome, Steven. Happy Friday, everybody. Mint says, good morning, Steven. Good morning. Princess says, happy Friday, everybody. Steven says, hey, Chad. Hey, Steven. Tasty Peanut's here. Hello, Tasty Peanut. Hello, Tasty Peanut. How are ya? Legendary Princess says, hey, Meat. Mint's dropping links. Oh, thank you so much, Mint. Legendary Princess says, hey, Tasty Peanut. Mint says, good morning, Tasty Peanut. Good morning. Happy Friday. August 1st, you guys. August 1st. Who would have thought, right? I'll play nosy neighbor. Play nosy neighbor. Legendary Princess says, hey, Tasty Peanut. Min says, good morning, Tasty Peanut. Princess says, hey, Share Bear. Tasty Peanut says, hi, good, thanks. She's right to the point. Hi, good, thanks. Thank you for being here, Tasty Peanut. So kind of you. Hey, Coffee Cake. Everybody say good morning to Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake, how are you? Wow, you're up early, young lady. Thank you for stopping in. Legendary Princess says, hey, Barry. Monkey Man's here. Monkey Man Productions. Everyone say hi to Monkey Man. Monkey Man, how's it going? Good morning, everyone. He says, good morning to you, my friend. Sabine says, oops, meet the staffies. I'm so sorry. I did write your name wrong earlier. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Meet the staffies, says Daisy, and everyone have a great day. Off to bed. Good night, Peter. Meet the staffies. Everybody say good night. Good night, Peter. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to Buzz and Bolt, okay? Gage says it's my mom's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your mom, Gage. Happy birthday. Min says, hey, Coffee Cake, how's it going? Sabine says, hello, Legendary Princess. Coffee Cake says, hi, Minty. Tasty Peanut says, hi, Legendary and Chocolate. Meet the Staffy says, that's okay, Sabine, no worries. Gage says, Snoopy, LOL. Min says, good morning, Monkey Man Productions. Monkey Man says, hey, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls, good morning. Gage says, good night. Tasty Peanut says, y'all enjoy the day. You too, Tasty Peanut. Thank you so much. Coffee Cake says, hey, Monkey Man. Coffee Cake. Monkey Man Production says, hey, Legendary Princess, and hey, Coffee Cake, how's it going? Reptile's here. Reptile, hi. My favorite YouTuber, how you doing today? Aw, wait a minute. Reptile, you need to be pinned for that. Hey, Reptile, how are you? Thank you for being here. If you were a reptile, which reptile would you be? Min says, you Tasty Peanut, have a wonderful day. Monkey Man says, hey, Tasty Peanut. Shareber says, Coffee Cake, Tasty, Monkey Man, and Reptile, hello. Mary says, good morning, Coffee Cake. Mary, any plans this weekend, Mary? Mary says, good morning, Coffee Cake. Mint Chocolate Chip says, good morning, Reptile. Uncle Hairball. Hi, my friend. Oh, Uncle Hairball, so good to see ya. He says, morning, y'all. He's got coffee and donuts. Thank you, Uncle. Appreciate you. Monkey Man says, what's up, Share Bear? Lord Jim Dandy said, went to the acupuncturist this morning, got home, my voodoo doll was dead. Jim Dandy, that's a good one. Coffee Cake says, hi, Share Bear and Mary. Reptile says, good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Chat. Good morning, Reptile. Min says, good morning, Uncle Hairball. Mary says, I'm going to be spending time with my mom. No plans. How about you? No plans either right now. No plans. Yeah. Enjoy that time with your mom. Give her a lot of love. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls, how's it going? Sherbert says, hi, Mary. Hi, Uncle. Monkey Man Production says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Kate says, take care, Mint. MK Fishin', hey, Kelster. Hi, MK. Marlin's here. Everybody say hi to MK Fishin'. How's it going, my friend? Mary says, good morning, Share Bear. Coffee Cake says, hi, MK. Mint says, hi, MK. How's it going, MK Fishin'? Oh, my goodness. He's had just a run of bad luck. It's time for you to have a run of really good luck. Sharebear says, good morning, MK. Hi, how's it going? Uncle Hairball says, Sharebear tips his hat. Nah, it's morning, Sheriff. I'll put that up. There we go. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I didn't mean to if I did. It was a little chaotic with Daisy, but now we're good. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Mint. You're so you're so awesome. Appreciate you. Mint says, hey, good morning, Mary. You guys want to see Daisy? What are you doing? Seriously? Hi. Hi. You're so beautiful. she's too funny, isn't she? Oh, there we go. All right, where was I? Mint says, good morning, Mary. Uncle Harold says, good morning. Mint chocolate chip balls, thanks for that, man. Mary says, good morning, mint chocolate chip. Mint says, you're welcome, Uncle. Uncle says, good morning, or hey, monkey man. Mint says, how cute. Anne's here. Hi, Anne. Anne's place. Hello, all you funny people. Hello, Anne. Welcome. Stephen G. Oh, my goodness, Stephen. Thank you so much, Stephen. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Stephen. You are so kind. Thank you. Stephen, thank you and welcome. Anne, welcome. Anne from Anne's place. Stephen G. You guys, thanks for being here. Mint says, good morning, Anne's place. Anne says, good afternoon to Mint. Jim Dandy says, hot dog, hot dog. Uncle says, don't forget this one. Dundee in the gym says, hi, Ann Dundee. Hey, buddy. Welcome. Dundee in the gym, guys. Also MK fishing, right? Uncle says, hi, Ann's place. Ann says, I just had a cool shower and feel all spiffy. Oh, good, Ann. Awesome, Ann. How's the tooth? How's the toothache? Sherbert says, hey, Dundee, and hi, Ann. Mint says, hi, Dundee. Uncle Hairball says, at Lord Jim Dandy, hey, and Dundee in the gym, hello. Wow, Stephen, thank you so much. So kind of you. And it says, Dundee, my love of life. There you go. My love of my life. Sorry, Ann. Stephen says, Sonal Stephen G again. Stephen, yeah. Thank you, Stephen, so much. So kind of you. Ann says, how are you, sweetheart? Which sweetheart you talking to? You're talking to Marilyn. Sherber says, good morning, Stephen. Mary says, good morning, Ann. Uncle Hairball says, hi to Sonal. Sonal says, nice of him too. I know, Stephen, thank you so much. So kind and generous. So kind. Ann says, hi, Mary, and hi, Dundee. Stephen says, good morning, Share Bear. Stephen says, good morning, Share Bear. Uncle says, hey, Mary. Min says, I'm wonderful, thanks, Ann, and you? Aw, thank you, everybody. Happy Friday, folks. Uncle says, hi, Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Mary says, good morning, Uncle Hairball. Uncle. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's Friday. It's August 1st, you guys. Ooh, speaking of August, my husband's birthday's coming up. I think of something to get him. Steven says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, Uncle Hairball, hey, how's it going, my friend? Mint says, I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Mint. I'm happy that you're here. Ann says, did I frighten Dundee away again? Sonal says, hey, Steve. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Hey, Steven. Mint says, get him a mankini like Borat. No way. First of all, he doesn't even go in the water, even at the beach. He will not go in the water. Yeah, no. I like it, though. Excuse me, I like that, though. Is everyone all updated on Daisy Mae's posts? That's true. Everybody going to the post? Did you go to the post tab? I guess the G stands for generous. Stephen Generous, there you go. And so I was just playing with you, Dundee. Come out of the bushes. Come on, Dundee. You didn't run away, did you? Come on now. Dundee says, Shiver, I have to go look. Yeah, make sure you go to the post tab and play the games, guys. I work hard on those games. It takes time to get them, do the research, put them up there. Every day, every day, every day, every day. You know what I mean? It takes me some time, and I really appreciate it when people go play them. That's what makes my little heart flutter, is when I see people playing those. Thank you, Sherba, for reminding me. Sonal says, I'm all caught up. Thank you, Sonal. Sonal says, once I guess, I got them right. Sometimes guessing is good, right? It's just a little fun thing. Sherba, any weekend plans, my friend? Any plans, Share Bear, for the weekend? How's the baby, Share Bear? Oh my goodness, that's right. How's the baby? Ann says, I'll be right back. I gotta get dressed. You got it, Ann. All right. So once a Share Bear, I need a reminder because I forgot to end the poll 3 streams ago. I know it. I'm always forgetting too. Share says, I like that one on one of my channels. I can get them right if I got them wrong. That's right, Share Bear. That's so true, Share Bear. That is so smart. Uncle says, Daisy, you do so much for us. Oh, thank you, Uncle. Thank you, my friend. You're so kind. Share Bear says, haven't seen the baby in a couple of weeks. I'm going to have to start demanding. There you go. They grow up so fast, right? Share says, Sonal, LOL. Mint says, double tap the screen and subscribe to this awesome channel. Thank you, Mint. We gotta pin you up, my friend. Sonal's using those emojis. Thank you, Sonal, so much. Play nosy neighbor. Look at nosy neighbor. It's time to play nosy neighbor. Nosy, nosy, nosy neighbor. I got another poll question. If Daisy May went on vacation, would you be lost without? I take you with me. Ann's back. Welcome back, Ann. Hey, Mr. Carey. Using those emojis. Thank you, Mr. Carey. Thank you, Mint. You're so kind. When I see 17-2, that means Share Bear is 15 years younger. Mint says, oh, where's Jim? Where's Rosie? Mr. Carey's like, what's going on? Is that Waldo? Waldo. We got to get back to playing Waldo, too. Sonal's all about freedom. I like it. Remington Page. Hey, Remington. Remington says, good morning, Miss Daisy. Good morning. Good. Isn't it good evening for you? What did he put on that boat? Good morning, Remy. How are ya? Sonal says, LOL, Share Bear. Ann says, oh my golly, I really scared Dundee away. I didn't mean to. No, Ann, no. It's 10:55, okay. Gotcha. Min says, good morning, Remington. Yeah, for him, it's good evening. He says, good morning, all, and sends some kisses. Thank you, Remy. How are you doing? You going to bed now? Bedtime? Get some beauty sleep. Sonal says, hello, Paige. Mint's dropping links. Thank you, Mint Chocolate. You're so wonderful. Think he's going out on a cruise, or was he cleaning the place, or what? Sonal, I think so. I frightened him away. I love the Santa racing last night. Thank you, Remington. Thank you. It was so fun, wasn't it? It was fun. Thank you so much. We'll do it again. I don't know when, but we'll do it again. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. And says, Sonal, I think so. Yeah, she frightened him away. No, it's okay. Sonal, oh, thank you, Sonal. And says, oh, what's wrong with Mr. Carey? What's wrong, Mr. Carey? Mine was overweight and had diabetes. Remington Page. It was just for fun, right? It was just for fun. Shiver says, Bravado Mike is out of the hospital, slowly recovering. If everyone could send some love and a like, I know he'd appreciate it. Absolutely, Shiver. It won't let me click on it, but yes, absolutely. Bravado Mike, everybody. Souls, I love the emoji. Thank you, Sonal. I work hard on those too. I do. I work hard on the few things I do, you know, things I do. Shipper says, Mr. Carey, I hope you feel well. Sonal sending love to Mr. Carey. Remington Page says, I love the duck costumes. I do too. I love that whole thing. Brian Farms is glad to hear it. Share Bear, thanks for the update. Yeah, thank you, Share Bear. Everybody head on over there. I'm watching video. Mrs. Ann's Place. Show Dundee the protein powder and whey protein. He will come running. Some dumbbells do. Mint. Mr. Carey, I meant better, shaking my head. Mr. Carey says, Ann's, my family's going through a lot and needs prayers and emotionally drained. Oh, Mr. Carey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Everybody send some love and prayers to Mr. Carey and his family, please. I didn't know, Mr. Carey. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Well, thank you for stopping by with everything going on over there in your life. Shira says, Mr. Carey, you got it. Praying for you. Yes. Yep. Mr. Carey says, thanks, Shira Bear. Ann says, I'll pray for your family, Mr. Carey. Thank you, Ann. Yeah. Mr. Carey says, love to Sonal. Min says, prayers to you and your family, Mr. Carey. Oh, yes. Yep. Remington says, sending my love and prayers. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you guys are so kind. Everybody needs some help. Yeah, Remington Page, thank you. Mr. Carey, you're in our thoughts and prayers, my friend. You're good. No, you're good. We're allowed to talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We pull together to help everybody, whether that's for, prayers or views. We help. Hey, Kenny. Kenny says it's finally Friday. Hello, Kenny. Welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome, Kenny. Remy, how old are you, Miss Daisy? Remy, what is rule number 1 around a woman? You don't ask them your age. Mr. Carey says, hey, Remy. Min says, hey, Kenny. Sonal says, Shiver. I think I see Shiver times 2. Welcome back, Kenny. Ann says, Kelly, I've been watching the Who Are You series and all the people finding out where their roots are from and finding families they never knew about made me want to do it too. Oh, nice, Ann. Cool. Then you should do it. There's people in my family that do all that family tree stuff. Mr. Carey says, thank you to anyone I missed. Min says it's in the host channel name. She's a young 35-year-old. Thank you, Mint. Thumbs up, buddy. I love you so much. Remington says, Ann, if you need happy, I'm happy to help. If you need help, I'm happy to help. Thank you, everybody. You guys are so kind and so sweet. We have exactly 9 o'clock a.m. 9 o'clock a.m. Friday, August 1st, 2025. We're on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States, at exactly 9 a.m. August 1st. Where'd July go? Boom. Gone. July. 31 days. Over. Miss Daisy, it's you that brings out the best in us. Aw, thank you, Richard. You are so sweet. You're the best. Reming says, I trace my family back to Mary, Queen of Scots. No way. Really? That is old. That is very cool. That is very cool. That guy must be working on that boat or something over there. That's cool, Remy. Mary Queen of Scots. Wasn't she like murdered or something? Remy says, remember my birthday, Miss. No, I don't. Remember my birthday. No, Remy, you're going to have to remind me. There's MK fishing. Oh, that's I'm sorry, that's not MK. That's MB. Hi, MB fishing. Hi, Daisy. Everybody say hello to MBP fishing. I think he said Mike, right? Mike. And says both my parents were not originally from South Africa. Mom was half French, half British. And Dad was from Germany, so I'm sure I find lots of family. You probably would, Ann. Yeah. MB says, use an emojis. Thank you, MB. Thank you. Remington says August 25th. August 25th. Oh my goodness. That is a very special date to me, Remy, and I'll explain to you someday why. August 25th is the day that I knew someone else's birthday on that day. MB says Mike, right? Mike, I remember. Mint says, if I'm not mistaken, aren't we all related and descendants of Adam and Eve? That's true too. We all eventually go back. Yeah, I believe that, Mint, yes. Remington says, hi, MBP. Mint says, good morning to Mike. Mike says, hey, Remington, how's it going? Mike says, August 31st. Hi, chocolate. 8/25 is my hubby's birthday. Oh, hubby's birthday too. Shearber's hubby's birthday is 8/25. Remington's birthday is 8/25. And a significant person in my life, also who is no longer here, her birthday was 8/25 as well. Remington, my dad is British, Scottish, and my mom is Aboriginal Australian. Nice. The other question is, where did Adam and Eve come from? Also true, right? Also true, Richard. Mike says, hey, Share Bear. And says, if you believe the evolutionists, then we all descend from fish. God almighty. LOL, uncle. Pulled out of a hat, says uncle. I don't know, like where did it all come from? Mike says, hey, Ann. Sherbert says, LOL, Ann. We came from Abe, says Richard. Jeff's here. Hi, Jeff Rubin. Jeff says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jeff. Meant we came from Abe's. Everybody has a different opinion, and nobody can disprove any of them. Sherbert says, I definitely do not believe the evolutionists. How's it going, Jeff? Happy Friday, Jeff. Sherbert says, hi, Jeff. Remington Page says, hi, Jeff. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Jeff. Mr. Carey says, hello, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. How is everybody? Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Ann says, Sherbert, I'd rather be from Adam than a fish. Jeff Rubin says, hi, Sherbert, hi, chocolate chip. Sherbert says, hi, Ann, exactly. Remington Page, in good cause, I'm on the best channel on YouTube. Aw, thank you, Remington. You're so sweet. Ann says, but when I look at cold-blooded murders, then I wonder, right? Good morning, Larry. When Larry Sings is here. Hey, Larry, how's it going? Nice concert yesterday, Larry. Thank you for doing that. And good morning to you. Remington says, I'm. Jeff says, got all my outside work done. It's going to be another good day. Awesome, Jeff. 9 a.m. and you're set? That's awesome. Mint says, I'm a caveman. I eat my meat off the bone and I use a club, my special weapon, while the king of clubs is poker. In poker. Mint, you're hilarious. Larry says, we do look a lot like apes. Mr. Carey says, hey, we should be thankful. We had smart ancestors that got on the ark. There you go, Mr. Carey, right? Mint says, hey, Carey. Jeff Rubin's using emojis. Thank you, Jeff. Larry says, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. You're good, Larry. Awesome. Sherber says, hi, Larry. So does Mr. Carey. So does Ann. Larry says, hey, Bear. Remington Page says, I have a race tomorrow I have to call all day. Oh, that's good. We should have you call our duck races. Or like last night, Santa races. Larry says, I'm waiting for my coffee. Oh, awesome, Larry. Thank you for stopping by. So kind of you. He says, oh, I'd have been a big rebel if I was in the caveman times, because I'd hit the caveman, I went over his head instead of him hitting me. He can sit with the headache. And you're so funny. Uncle says, nothing like finishing a meal and sitting there gnawing on a pork chop bone like an old hound dog. Picking your teeth with it, right? Remington says they need to go for at least 4 minutes so I can get some spectacular word that comes to mind. Awesome, Remington. That sounds so cool. That sounds super cool. Awesome. I sold 4 cards yesterday. And my Aussie accent, yeah. That accent is sexy. The Australian accent is very sexy. Yeah. Mint says, LOL, uncle, I'm breaking the bone up for the bone marrow. Mint says, that's awesome. Thank you, Mint. Thank you. And says, just think if we were born those days, Kelly, we could do anything we want. They didn't discover diets yet. Right, Ann, but you only live to be like, what, maybe 20? We could eat anything we want, right? Yeah. It's funny how, things change. Things change, things change, things change. Mint says, nor were there governments to control us. That's true, Mint. That's true, yeah. Herbal says, mammoth burgers. That's true, too, mammoth burgers. Ann says, they worked too hard. They didn't get fat, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the diet was way different. They didn't have French fries back then. They didn't have pizza. You know what I mean? They ate what was on the land. Exactly, Mint. Yeah, that's right, Mint. Yep. Exactly right. Yep. All that nice meat and vegetables and fruit. That's what they ate. They lived off the land. No sugar. Yeah. Well, you gotta wonder what they did about sugar. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had some type of sugar. No coffee. Yeah. Be right back. Gotta bounce real quick. You got it, Mr. Carey. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Mr. Carey. Min says, imagine if you could have been around in those days and frozen yourself for 200 years, 2,000 years, and come to the present with your hard-earned money. You'd be a trillionaire by now, right? They had no sugar. Sugar's man-made. Sugar's man-made, but it comes from a plant. After, it's processed, but I don't know. Maybe they ate spearmint leaves, Vegetables are what food eats. That's what other people told me too. Eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Eat your fruit and vegetables. That's all the good stuff, the yummy stuff. He's doing something on that boat over there. I'm a rabbit. I like carrots. I love carrots. I like the carrots raw. I like carrots cooked. I like carrots like in a roast or in soup. I like them in a salad. I love carrots too, man. Yep. Always did. Ever since I was a little kid. Ann says, oops, I was misinformed, Kelly. The crop spread around the eastern Pacific and Indian Oceans around 3,500 years ago. Carried by Austronesian and Polynesian seafarers, the first chemically refined sugar. Oh, there you go. See? They did discover it. What's beeping? He's working on the boat. He's doing something over there. And it's refined as seen in India about 2,500 years ago. There you go. Min says, I love roasted carrots and parsnips too. Could eat a whole 2K bag of each in one sitting. I've never had parsnips. Parsnips. I'll have to check those out. And you know what, guys? We're supposed to do some baking today, and I never got something from the store. So we'll pick up the baking hopefully next Friday, all right? And says, I'm gonna shout at hubby tonight. He told me we started using sugar in the 1900s and it's bad. I believed him. And, well, why would you believe him for that? Too much sugar is bad. You can have a little bit. Yeah, sugar comes from, cane. I wonder if you break it open, if it tastes, like if you licked it, is it sweet? And that's how they found it. He was so sure of himself, Ann? Oh, well. He totally cut it out of his diet. Oh, he did? Well, that's okay. Min says, the boat says can't say no. Can I ask for the keys and take her for a test drive? I know. Yeah, he's doing something on the boat. That's that noise. That's what the noise is. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, though. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Ann says there's this Turkish guru telling men like him what they should not eat, and my hubby... Oh, he hangs on his every word? Oh, geez, Ann. Uncle Harold says, I use a 20-ounce coffee mug and only put a half a spoon on the sugar. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hang. Yeah, I got it, Ann. All good. Well, he's probably healthy, nice and healthy for not eating sugar, because sugar is detrimental to the body. But I still say a little bit. You can have a little bit. But who am I, right? I wish you could eat it all day, every day, but you can't. It's so bad for your everything. Right? Oh, welcome, welcome. It's Friday, guys. Friday, August 1st. 9:16 in the morning. And his hubby is so trusting of people. This guy had him to a point where the only thing he ate for months was just wheat. Oh, really? That's not good either, though. You need, nutrition. Wow. He got ill because of it? Oh, I bet, Anne. That's terrible. What in the world? Uncle Harold says hot coffee, sugar, no milk, iced coffee, milk, no sugar. I know I'm weird. Everybody likes it. How I like it. That's all it is. Min says, I wish I could put weight on. I could eat the whole item from McDonald's and not put a single gram of weight on. I was an animal. I'd be a stick insect. My one son is like that too. My youngest son is super skinny. And he says, I don't understand people that fall under people like that spell. Right, Ann? I agree. Hey, Zed. Zed, how's it on the heck do you people wake up so early? Hi, Zed. Because we go to bed early. Good morning, Zed. And they're over in the UK. Ann's in Turkey. Richard's over in the UK. Uncle Harold says, mint chocolate chip balls. You can ask some of mine. Mint says, good morning, Zed. Yeah, I don't understand, Ann. Uncle Harold's going to give you some weight. Mm-hmm. Ann says, and I find it's not dumb people, they're intelligent people. Right, Ann? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Zed says, I just pour the bag of sugar in my coffee and eyeballs until I feel like stopping. You're funny, Zed. You are funny. Ann says, maybe it's their charm. I don't know. I don't know, Am. I wonder. Mint says, only if that was possible. Uncle, liposuction from you to me, why throw it away? Someone says, oh, interesting, Zed. Sherbert says, good morning, Zed. Uncle Hairball says, I got at least an extra 45 to 50 pounds. If anybody wants it, here it is. You can have it. And he says, I have a natural anti-charm raider, so I don't fall for them. I love you, Ann. You're so funny. Zed, it would be funny, but totally serious. And he says, hi, Share Bear. Zed says, hey, Uncle, hey, Sonal. Sonal says, Ann, you're not taking my clown title, are ya? West Country Mudlarks. Hey, West Country. Aw, everybody say hi to West Country Mudlarks. West Country says, hello, all. Hello, Daisy. Hi, West Country. Happy Friday. Sonal says, hello to West Country. Mint also says, good morning, West Country. Actually, good afternoon, you guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. West Country says, hi, Sonal. How about freedom? Sherbert says, don't you love when you have a million windows open playing people and you can't tell where the talking is coming from? Yes, Sherbert. Uh-huh. Yes. West Country says, hey, mint chocolate chip. Sonal says, Ann, I will appeal it. Sherbert says, good morning, West Country. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Zed. Ann says, oh, I took it long ago, Sonal. You only notice it now? West Country says, hi, LOL, Share Bear. Uncle Hairball says, hey, West Country Mudlarks. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Ann. Sonal says, Ann, I will get it back. West Country says, hey, Uncle. Ann says, hi, West Country Mudlark. Share Bear says, I thought I had everyone on mute. But then I heard people talking. Happens all the time. Zed says, hi, Mint, how's it going? Zed says, YouTube isn't even awake yet. It keeps messing up on my phone. Sono says, hello, Troll Slayer. Troll Slayer. Hey, Troll Slayer, there you are. How you feeling, my friend? Troll Slayer. Everybody say hello to Troll Slayer. West Country says, hey, Zed. Sono says, hello, Troll Slayer. Uncle says, hey, Troll Slayer. So does West Country say, hi, Troll Slayer. And so I stopped having more than one live open because I started writing the wrong stuff to the wrong people, right? Ted, Troll Slayer says, hello, Sono. Zed says, hey, Mudlarks, good to see ya. Mint says, we got our first troll. But he's a good troll. Mint says, good morning. Sono says, Mint, don't you dare. Sharebird says, hey, Troll Slayer, how are ya? Yeah, how you feeling, Troll Slayer? Troll says, hello, Uncle Hairball. He is a Troll Slayer. He is. Mm-hmm. Ant says, what's up, Zed? Troll Slayer says, hello, West Country. Ant says, he's not a troll. He slays them. He slays them. Zed, I write stuff to the wrong people all the time just to mess with them. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Troll Slayer says, hello, Share Bear. Someone says, I am a time out for no reason troll. Uncle says, another channel calls me a troll sniper. There you go. Well, have at the trolls. Zed says, hi, Ann. Troll Slayer says, I'm feeling better each day, Daisy. Thanks for asking. Oh, good. I was hoping that. I was hoping. Worst Case says, good morning. Good morning, Worst Case. Worst Case says, good morning, friends. Everybody say hi to Worst Case. Welcome back. Ann says, I'm a troll blocker. Mint says, I'm a troll sniper in Skid's channel. He said he was going to sack all other mods last time. Oh, okay. Someone says, I'm a troll kicker and a hot pocket feeder, but not a troll slayer. Accept. It's all good. Mint says, good morning, Worst Case. How's it going? Happy Friday, everybody. That beeping's driving me crazy. Sono says, hello, Worst Case. How's it going? Worst case is it's going, haha. I think I'm gonna take the babies fishing today. You're going fishing? Well, that sounds fun. Uncle Harold says, I'll be back in a few. You got it, Unc. Thank you, buddy. Someone says, Mint, I would be honored if he sacks me, though, too much responsibility. Worst case says it's going. Oh, you're going fishing? That's right. Good. Troll Slayer says, hello, Zed. Mint says, LOL, Sono. Ann says, haha, Mrs. Tantrum would win Oscars. I said no to more treats, so she goes to eat her food, but you should hear the sighs. Aw, little drama queen. Inga's back. Hi, Inga. Welcome back, Inga. She said hi. How are you today? Troll Slayer says, hello, Mint Chocolate. West Country says, hi, Inga. Mint says, hi, Inga. Sono says, hello, Inga. Mike the Bike Dasher. Hey, Mike. Everybody say hi to Mike the Bike Dasher. Mike, how's it going? Mike says, hello, friends. Hello, Mike. Sono says, hello, Mike. West Country says, hey, Mike the Bike Dasher. Inga says, hello. Mint says, good morning, Mike. How's it going? Mike the Bike Dasher says, I'm fine, having some coffee. How are you? Oh, I'm good. I drink all my tea. So I'm just having some water, but I'm super, super dry. Ann says, the little twit gets the best food around. She's spoiled. Mike says, hello, mint chocolate chip. Hi, Sonal. Hello, West Country Mudlarks. Jim Rat. Hey, Jim Rat. Jim Rat's back. Everybody say hi to Jim Rat. Welcome back, Jim Rat. Troll Slayer says, hello, Ann. Mint says, good morning, Jim. Rat, excuse me. Sonal says, hello, Jim Rat. Ann says, hi, Troll Slayer. Hello, everybody. Sorry, guys. I apologize for that. That's terrible. But sometimes you just cannot help it. Jim Rat says, happy Friday. That deserves a pinned message. There you go. It's Friday. That's right. It's Friday, everybody. Hey, Don. Hello, Don. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Inga says, how are you? Very well, Inga. Don says, you from sister? I am from Don. I am Don. Well, hello, Don. You can call me Daisy. Welcome. Hello to whoever I miss as Troll Slayer. Hey, Don, welcome. I'm so happy, sister. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you. Gray Wolf. Hey, Gray Wolf. How's it going? Happy Friday, Gray Wolf. And good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. How are you, young lady? Mint says, good morning, Gray Wolf. Ann says, I hope I win tomorrow's lottery so I can get on a plane to China. Then from there, I will come park at your place for a week before I go to Peru. You got it, Ann. I'll be waiting. Good luck. I hope you do. Troll Slayer says, hello, Lisa. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hello, Lisa. Good morning. Lisa. How's my girl Lisa doing? Lisa smiles a lot. Don says, America. Yes, this is Florida. This is Florida, USA. Yes, it is. Ann says, hi, Lisa. A nice country, Don. Thank you. Sherbert says, Don, and Lisa smiles a lot. Good morning. Lisa says, I'm doing okay. I just woke up. Oh, good, Lisa. Good. Ease into your day. Don says, replay me. Don says, so nice country. Ann says, hi, Lisa smiles a lot. Don says, I'm from India. Well, welcome. Welcome from India. This is the United States. Gray Wolf says, thank you, Mint. Gray Wolf. I don't know what that means, Don. My name is Rushi. Is it Rushi or Rushi? Well, welcome. Rushi or Don. Lisa says, hey, Troll Slayer and everyone. Hey, Lisa. Spec Rushi. Min says, you're welcome, Gray Wolf. Gray Wolf says, is this out your back door, Barry? It is, yes. Yes. Yes, it is, Grey Wolf. Rushy Don. Well, hello, Rushy Don. Someone's giving us some love. There's Lisa. That's Lisa. Lisa. All right, here we go. Okay. Share Bear sending us some love. Thank you, Share Bear. Thank you, young lady. Thank you, Share Bear. West Country says hi. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa. Lisa smiles a lot. I love that name. It's just such a cute name. Lisa's cute. Lisa's cute too. See? Lisa says hi, Share Bear and Ann. Nope, wasn't me. Oh. Somebody's giving us some love. Is Skits? Is Skits here? My name is Daisy. Don, my name is Daisy. Share Bear, oh, thank you, Share Bear. Share Bear's giving us some love. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I love that. Lisa, I'm from India, says Don. Well, thank you for being here, Don. Appreciate it. Stop back anytime. We're live all day long. Now, in the afternoon, in the evening. Daisy, hello. Hello, Don. My name is Daisy, yes. And it says, okay, I found out why he told hubby it's from the 1900s. Harvested exclusively from sugar cane. Sugar beet was not commercially used for sugar production until the 19th century. All right, Ann, there you go. Ann's getting all her ducks in a row. Don says, my language is Hindi. All right. It was eaten raw before. It was eaten raw? Okay. And then they processed it. Okay. Oh, no, it's the same. Somebody's winning. Hello. Oh, no, it's the same. Welcome. Oh, no, it's the same. How cute is that? Welcome. Mary's using emojis. Thank you, Mary. Oh, thank you, Mary. Troll Slayer says, bye, everyone. I have to go take my meds and eat. Thank you, Troll Slayer, for being here. Yeah, keep eating make sure you eat, take your meds, get some rest. Troll Slayer, thank you so much. Have a good Friday. I'll see you around, I'm sure. Everybody say goodbye to Troll Slayer. Don says, I'm going to something in the USA. And says, so it's the refined sugar that's bad. Yes, Ann. Yep. Min says, take care, Troll Slayer. Ann says, okay, I get that. Anything processed isn't good. Yep. There you go, Ann. Yep. Lisa's using emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Share Bear says, Troll Slayer, have a blessed day. Thank you, Share Bear. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. Friday, August 1st. August 1st, 2025. Nosy neighbor. Dale, hey, Dale's back. Welcome, Dale. Welcome back, Dale. Dale said hi. Ann says, got to go feed the baby supper. See you tomorrow. You got it, Ann. Have a good day. Have a happy Friday. Can't wait to see what you say to the hubby about the sugar. Bye, Ann. See ya. Everyone say bye to Ann. Don says, a big businessman. Okay. Ann says, have fun. You too, Ann. Take care, my girl. Lisa says, take care, Troll Slayer. Mint says, if you can't grow it, I'm not eating it. Don't do chemically enhanced foods. There you go, Mint. Mint says, hello, Dale. Ann says, I agree, Mint. But I love McDonald's. So what do you do about that? I'm from India. Okay, Don. Shiver says, have a blessed day, Ann. Oh, they're wiping out webs. Mint says, take care, Ann. Shipper says, blessed day, Ann. Bye, Ann. Bye, Ann. I'll see you next time. Lisa says, have a great day, Ann. Yeah, have a great day, everybody. Everybody needs somebody. Have a great day, everybody. We have some birdies. The birds have been really quiet. You know why? Because it's so hot here. Remington Page says, good night, Miss Daisy. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams to you, Remy. Take care, my friend. We'll see you soon, okay? Have a good night. Have a good night, my friend. Mint says, good night, Remington. Thank you, Mint. Remington Page, everybody. Love you heaps. Love you back. Love you back. You take care, all right? All right. He says, good night, all. Sends everybody kisses. Lisa says, good night, Remington. Sherbert says, Remington, have a blessed night. Take care, my friend. Everybody needs somebody. Right? Oops. Everybody needs somebody. How about, there's my girl. Hello. Hello, say hello. Aw. You have water, go get a drink. Okay. Everybody needs somebody. Remington, can I ask for a prayer? Of course. Of course you can. Of course, Remington Page, of course. Sure. Min says, I'm ready to make some lunch because I'm not eating. Go eat lunch, Richard. Go on. We'll see you later. I find my daughter is not my daughter biologically, and I'm really scared and don't know what to do. Oh. Shiver sending prayers. Oh, Remington Page, I don't know what even to say about that. How old is your daughter? That's a good question. That's a good question. Remington says 7 in November. Sending prayers, hugs, and love. Thank you, Share Bear. Me too. And that's all I can do is say that we're here if you ever want to talk, Remy. That's all I can tell you. 7. There's a lot of questions to be asked there, and I don't know if, I don't know if we should talk about that in public, Remington, if you love her, it doesn't matter. If she's your biological daughter or not. If you're the one who is there for her and bringing her up, then she's yours in all modesty. I like that, Richard. Well put. Shibber says that is definitely a difficult one. Yeah, it is. It all depends on if you were in her life for her 7 years or part of her 7 years. If you weren't in her life, you love her so much, then I would just continue to stay in her life, Remy. Yeah. You don't have to be the biological. You could be a dad anyways. That's all that matters. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Are you still married to the mom? I have her full time. Oh. Yeah. I hear you, Sheer Bear. I don't want to overstep, you know. Cornbread. Hey, Cornbread. Is this the guy actually going to use the boat? No. He was working on the boat. Mint says, hello, Cornbread. Remington, I haven't told her mom and no, we're not together. But you know for sure that she's not your daughter? Remington Page, I don't mind if you overstep. I want to hear all you come. Okay. Well, you know what, Matt Remington? This is what I'm going to say to you. You said right there that you love her so much. Just continue to love her. That's all. Still be her. Oh, look at. Continue to love her. That's what I would say. You did a DNA test. Oh, okay. Oh. Maybe the mom doesn't know for sure. Also a good point, Cher Bear. Yeah. Yeah, pretend like you know nothing. She doesn't know you know. Well, oh, that is so hard. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's your daughter. She's nothing to do with her. Oh, okay. So you have your daughter? It says his coffee's on. Bag of sugar's ready. Zed. Well, Remington, I would just continue loving her just like you do. That's what I would do. I wouldn't let that change anything how you feel about her. I say keep doing what you're doing. Yep, if you love her so much, then keep being there for her. Keep it to yourself. She's yours, and no one can tell you otherwise. There you go. Good advice from Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Good advice. Shibber says, Remington, we have two similar situations in our family. Either peel off the Band-Aid now or die with that information. Don't let it come out when she's a teenager. All good advice there, Remington Page. Shibber says that's the best advice I can give. Zed says, dude, take care of her. I haven't seen my son in over 7 years. It hurts. Yeah. Cornbread says, did you know that I didn't know that you don't know? Cornbread, you're hilarious. Thank you for being here. Mint, you don't have to be a biological to be the father. To me, it's the one who is there for them and brings them up to me. I agree, Richard. Yeah, the other one's just a sperm donor. LOL cornbread, right? That's all my dad is to me is a sperm donor. Exactly, Richard. Exactly right. Yep, some of them are. Some of them are. And some women are, the egg donors. Yep. Exactly right. If the guy doesn't use that boat in the next 2 days, he's losing it. It just came back. He had it out last night. I think that's why he's getting it worked on today. He was out last night. Said so, and I disown my biological father. Just found out a couple weeks ago he died over 2 years ago. So take what you have and cherish it. Oh, Zed, good advice from Zed. Good advice, Zed. Don says, I don't speak English. Andy, hi, Andy. Welcome, Andy. How are ya? Zed says, exactly, Mint. Remington, I wish now I didn't get the snip. Oh. Daigo Gamer like. Hey, Daigo Gamer, welcome. Thank you for the like. Is it Diego? I just realized it's Diego. I'm so sorry, Diego. Welcome. Andy says, what's happening? What's happening, Andy? Not much. Mint says, hi, Diego. Sherpa says, I'm sorry, said that's tough. It's rough. It is very hard. Sounds like a Dr. Phil channel, says Cornbread. What did you call him, Daisy? What did I call who, Share Bear? Oh, I called him Daigo. I called him Daigo. Don says, I'm talking to you using the keyboard. Okay, good, Don. Andy says, yes, Mint. Share Bear says, LMAO. Zed says, heck, who knows how many little Zeds are actually running around out there. Uh-oh. Andy says, what are we talking about? We're talking about a lot of stuff, Andy. Remington's talking about his daughter right now. Remington Page, does anybody on Dr. Phil's number? Or maybe Maury? Is Maury even around anymore? Cornbread says, when are we going to meet our hostess? You never know. Bruce is loose. Hey, Bruce, welcome. Bruce is loose. Welcome, my friend. Shiver says, Diego. Yeah, I called him Daigo. Daigo Gamer. What a dummy. Min says, hey, Bruce. Lisa says, is she happy? Are you happy? So you love each other. That's what matters. Happiness, hugs, and love. Lisa, I love it. That is so insightful. Big the daughters, Andy. That's right, Andy. Don says, I'm a simple boy. Cornbread says, I don't know. Remington says, hey, Bruce. Cornbread says, stop avoiding it. Shiver says, Remington, my guess is the non-positive. No, my guess is the mom wasn't positive of who the father was, especially if you have her full time. If you tell the mom, she may use that against you later and turn her daughter against you. I agree. I wouldn't tell anybody until everybody's older. Mm-hmm. Speak with me, please. That's just thinking about trimming the hair on top of my right big toe. Hi, Rubberneck. Hey, Rubberneck, how's it going? That is crazy. Shibber says, it happened in our family, right? Andy says, hi, Shibber and Lisa. Share versus hi, Andy. Mint says only the right big toe. Why is it sprouting, Zed? You got bunions? Matthew Fields, hi everyone. Hi, Matthew. Welcome, Matthew. How's it going over there? Everyone say hi to Matthew Fields. Remington says, I like the song Shame and Scandal in the Family. Mint says, good morning, Rubberneck. Hey, Rubberneck. How's it going, young lady? Lisa says hi to Andy. Mint says, good morning, Matthew. Matthew says, what's going on? Not much. Matthew, what's going on with you? Don says, you're very funny. Thank you, Don. I laugh at myself all day long. Rubberneck says, morning, mint chocolate. Rubberneck says, oh, here's some love to share, Bear. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. I respect you. Well, thank you, Don. I respect you as well. Thank you. Rubberneck says, Remington says, hi, Rubberneck. Matthew says, I still need help with my watch hours. Okay, everybody who can help Matthew Fields, head over to Matthew Fields, hit the subscribe button, and watch a video, or watch a live stream, or play a playlist. He's working on his WH. Thank you, Matthew. We will all help you. Remington Page says, hi, Rubberneck. Don says, I respect you. Harry's here. Hey, Harry Vlogs said, hi, Harry Vlogs. Welcome, Harry. Andy says, did you fart then, Callie? No, Andy. Min says, hi, Harry. Don says, tell me, Rushy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Shiver says, I'm playing you, Matthew. Good morning. Harry says, hi, my chocolate chip balls. Uncle says, well, that took longer than I thought. That's okay. Cornbread said, since I'm not going to meet our hostess, guess I'm going to go. Oh, all right, Cornbread. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, Cornbread. Rubberneck says, hello, Remington. Don says, tell me, Rushy, I'm learning English from you. Sherber says, hi, Rubberneck. Remington's talking about farting. I farted myself awake last night. Scared the hell out of me. Don says, I'm telling you the truth. Zed says, runs and hides from Rubberneck. Uncle Hairball says, bye, little Jimmy. Rubberneck says, LOL, Zed. Matthew says, why am I green? I took away all the wrenches, Matthew. That's why. Keffin, beautiful channel. You're on. That's cool. Hey, Keffin, welcome. Keffin, tell us about yourself, Keffin. Where are you from? Mint Chocolate says, I missed that Uncle Head top messages on. Someone says, Matthew, let it go. Kevin says, how cute. Thank you, Kevin. Mint says, hi, Kevin. Kelly says, good morning, y'all. Hey, Kelly heard that. Kelly heard that. How are ya? Matthew says, I would never do that. It's okay, Matthew. No worries. Uncle Hairball says, mint chocolate chip. Gotcha, bro. Sherber says, good morning, Kelly heard. Gotta go now. Okay, Matthew, take care, all right? Shipper, you are a member, Matthew. That's why you're green. Yeah, you're a member. Rubberneck says, hello, Kelly. Uncle Hairball says, hello, Kelly. Someone says, Don, behave yourself. Thank you, Sono. Good morning, Kelly Heard. Everyone says, good morning, Kelly. How you doing, Kelly? How's Miss Daisy? Oh, very well. Thank you. I'm very well. Remington, okay, well, good night, everyone. And Miss Daisy, you're the best friend any man could ask for. Thank you, Remington. Aw, you have a good night's sleep, okay? We'll see you tomorrow sometime. Kevin says, thanks for the greeting. Thank you, Kevin. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sherbert says, oh, Sonal got his finger on the trigger. Sonal says, no more stressing out Miss Daisy. Thank you, Sonal. Harry's waving. Hi, Harry. Don says, nobody pays attention to what I say. I don't speak English. It's okay. Just say hello. Min says, take care, sleep well, Remington. Sonal says, hello, Kevin. Kevin says, are you in Illinois? No, this is Florida. We were in Florida. Uncle says, hi, Rubberneck. Sherbert says, Remington, have a very blessed night praying for guidance for you. Thank you, Sherbert. That's so sweet. You're so kind. Kelly says, good morning, Sherbert, Uncle, and Rubberneck. Friends of Dashers and more. Colleen's here. Hi, Colleen. Welcome. Happy Friday. How is everybody? Sonal says, sorry, Sherbert. Sherbert says, Kevin, hi. Are you in Illinois? Min says, you're writing in English. We understand what you're saying, Don. You're doing good. Yeah, you're doing good, Don. No worries. Remington Page says, thanks, Mint. Andy says, must go. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Andy. Andy, thank you so much. Good to see you. Always good to see you, Andy. Colleen says, good morning, Sherbert. Sonal says, hello, Colleen. Sherbert says, Sonal, don't be sorry. Lisa smiles a lot, says, have a good night, Remington. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, take care, Andy. Sherbert says, good morning to Colleen. Uncle says, hey, everybody that came in while I was gone, hashtag Chat Pack Daisy May. You got it. Colleen says, morning to Sonal. Mint Chocolate Chip says, good morning, Colleen. Kelly says, how are you, Daisy? Oh, I'm good, Kelly. Thank you. How are you? Remington says, thanks, Sherbert. Sherbert says, Andy, have a blessed weekend. Sonal says, Sherbert, since he is a member, I'm going to let him off with a warning. Thank you, Sonal. Colleen says, coffee, yay. Yay, coffee. Rubber next to say, Uncle, how's your back? Yeah. Uncle, how is your back today? Kevin says, I'm in Austin. You're in Austin. Well, welcome from Austin, Texas. Welcome. Friends of Dashers and More says, morning to Mint Chocolate Chip. Sherbert says, a thumbs up, Sonal. Remington Page says, thanks, Lisa. Sherbert says, love to Remington. Sonal says, hey, Paige. Kelly heard that, says, I'm doing good. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Kelly. Did you have a good night's sleep? Uncle says, Rubberneck, a little better, but still pretty sore. Thanks for asking. Remington says, big cuddle, Sherbert. Thanks, Sonal. Kevin says, Daisy, you have a lovely and calming voice. Good for you. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Oh, thank you. That's my neighbor's kitty, guys. In case you hear it, that's the neighbor's kitty. Dad said, wants a warning. Wants a warning. Sherbert says, Remington, I unfortunately understand the struggle. Yeah, Sherbert understands Remington. Sonal says, you're welcome, Remington. Palazzo Place is here. Palazzo Place says, good morning, Daisy and Chad. Palazzo Place, welcome. Happy Friday, young lady. Sherbert says, okay, Zed warned. Uncle Hairball says, still hurting. And I get to hang a storm door. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, my goodness. Barbara Neck says, better is Uncle good. Better is good. Better is good, Uncle. Sorry about that one. Sonal says, hello, Palazzo Place. Min says, good morning, Palazzo Place. Sherbert says, good morning, Palazzo Place. Kelly says, Daisy, I did. I just woke up. Oh, good, Kelly. Good. I'm glad. Someone says, Rubberneck said wants a warning. Barry says, Tomcat has spoken. Barry. Welcome, Barry. Welcome back. Uncle Harold says, Rubberneck, true. Rubberneck says, warning, Zed, get her done. Sonal says, LOL, Rubberneck. Plaza Places, hi, Sonal. Hi, Mint Chocolate. Shiver says, Remington, I raised 5 that weren't mine biologically. Yeah, a lot of people do it. Everyone, feel free to email me if you want. I'll read them in the morning. Thank you, Remington. Kevin says, I have to ask, are you of Italian descent? No, Irish. I'm an Irish lassie. I am not, no. I'm Irish. Palazzo Place says, hi, Sherbert. Rubberneck says, hey, Zed. Zed's in the house. Kevin says, oh, wow. Why do I sound Italian? Well, welcome, Kevin. Welcome. Someone says only Welshman can give me a warning. Welshman, I haven't seen Welshman. We got to go check him out. Bonnie Lassie, that's right, Uncle. Well, Kevin, I just hit you up with a subscription. Mint says, I'm British, Irish, and Australian with a bit of Canadian. Remington says, did you all get my email address? I don't know if I saw it or not. Plaza Places, I'm the Italian one. Buongiorno, tutti. Rubberneck says, you can do it. Mint says, hey, Sono, red card. Sono says, LOL, Mint. Is it on your channel, Remington page? Lisa says, Welshman recently moved to another place. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I haven't seen him much. Thank you, Lisa. Someone says, Remington, I just subbed, but don't put your email in the chat. Yeah, put it on your channel, and people can find it on your About section. Uncle Harold says, German, Irish, and Blackfeet Indian over here. Oh, there you go. Uncle says, hi, Lisa. Hey, Radio Dude. Hey, Not Radio Dude. How's it going? Bye, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, Not Radio Dude. So the reason why, because trolls can get up. Don't put it in there. Ford Mustang's here, like done. Hey, Ford Mustang, how's it going? Ford Mustang's in the house, everybody. And so is Not Radio Dude. Radio Dude, how's it going? Uncle says, take care, Not Radio Dude. Mint says, hi, Radio Dude. Mint says, hey, Mustang. Uncle Harold says, hi, 67. Plaza Place says, thank you for sharing my link, Mint Chocolate. Thank you, Plaza Place. Sherber says, hi, Radio Dude. Mustang says, on the way to Disney World. Oh, enjoy. Enjoy, Mustang. Lisa says, hi, handsome uncle. Mint's dropping links. Thank you, Mint Chocolate, so much. Mint says, you're welcome, Plaza Place. Uncle Hairball says, blushes. You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. You got a call. No worries, Richard. No worries, my friend. Okay, I put in my description. Okay, Remington Page. So anybody who wants to talk to Remington Page about the daughter situation, he left his email on his About section on his channel. His channel is called Remington Page. Okay, everybody? Mustang says, I have 250 subscribed to my channel. 215. Awesome, Mustang. Hayuk. Hayuk. We're inching towards fall and cooler weather. Yeah, slowly. Cooler weather doesn't really happen until like October, November. Rubberneck says thumbs up. Okay, thank you. We did not do a baking segment this time today, mostly because I did not get to the store. But we will pick up the baking, I believe, on next Friday, okay? Remington, I wish I had more subscribers. You'll get them. You will get them. It takes time. I had an accident. That's not good. Hayuk is the goofy laugh. Okay. Rubberneck said it was nice, cooled off here, slept with the windows open and a fan on. Oh, I wish I had that weather. Yep, late October, Halloween. That's right, Halloween. Would love to go live like you. Good, Remington. Keep working. Make new friends. All right. All right, everybody. We're going to take off, okay? Can we bake cinnamon rolls? Yes. Yes. Yes, we will bake cinnamon rolls. Yes, we will. Pray that you get well. Of course, Don, of course. Of course. Cinnamon rolls. Remind me. Rubberneck. You have to, I gotta write that down. Cinnamon rolls would be great. Yeah, we'll do that. Cinnamon fall. Can't wait. Yeah. Come on, fall. I'm sorry, cinnamon. Come on, fall. Come on, fall. Come on, fall. Come on, fall. Maybe we'll use a fall race when we do the races next, right? All right. We're going to take off. We're going to go have some breakfast. We'll be back later, okay? I hope you have the most excellent day. Miss Stacy, thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you, Rubberneck. You're so sweet. Palazzo Place, my pups and Daisy will so love the cooler weather. Yes, yes, Palazzo Place for sure. As will I and you. Sono says, take care, everyone. Kelly says, see you later. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, guys. Rubberneck says, bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Zed, you got this, Rubberneck. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you this afternoon for a game of some sort. I just don't know what game yet. All right? Probably Scrabble, but I'm not sure. Thank you. Thank you, Uncle. Naveen. Hey, Naveen. Thank you, Naveen, for being here. Thank you. All right, folks. We'll see you this afternoon after lunch, all right? Take care, everybody. I love you guys. Bye for now. Palazzo Places, bye, all, and Rubberneck. Lisa says, have a great morning. You too, Lisa. Thank you so much. All right. Bye, folks.